Some time back, maybe a couple of years back, I was reading in the papers, one doctor in UK was conducting a surgery, a simple surgery on a patient using robotics. So that is AI based. But the robot actually killed the patient.
Oh.
Okay, the robot actually killed the patient. If you look at driverless cars, which are again based on AI, but accidents have happened and people have died, right? So see, I don't think, we need to worry to the extent where we think that we're going to go jobless and AI will eat everything. See, every time when there has been a big disruption in technology, whenever technology has come into the business, this fear has always been there. And I'm not talking of now, right since the 1950s, this fear has been there. But history has proved that whenever a new technology has come, it has eaten jobs, but it has also given us new opportunities. Right. So the trick and the mantra to all the students, I tell them, it is to stay relevant,
All right, hi everyone, welcome on board. बहुत सारे लोग मुझे क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं MBA in IT क्या चीज़ है, MBA in e-business क्या चीज़ है? Is it a good time to do an MBA in IT in today's world as well? How ChatGPT, how AI, how it's going to transform management education in the coming days? Today I've got Professor JRA sir. Hi Jairaj sir, welcome on board.
Thank you so much.
Sir, it's a pleasure meeting you. I'm meeting you for the first time in live. Yeah. Thanks to digital, we have been meeting past 4 years now.
3 years, I think.
3 years. I think COVID time we met for the first time. Sir is a graduate of IIM Cal, the Joka campus. I was talking to sir, where I gave my first TED talk was in campus. And today we're going to get him back to his memory line. Or sir, right now, sir, you take care of the entire e-business program at Welingkar Business School?
In Bangalore.
In Bangalore. Yes. And you guys are making wave in the e-business.
Yes, because this is our flagship program. And almost 70% of our placements happen in the IT companies.
Oh, this is a flagship program?
Yes.
It's not the PGDM core?
The PGDM core in Bombay, it is a flagship program. But for Bangalore, our flagship program is e-business. We started with e-business.
That's what you are saying because it's your program.
No, we started with e-business in 2008, okay?
Oh,
the first program that got approval from AICT was e-business.
Wow, yeah. I never knew that.
Yeah.
I never knew that. That's so amazing. Great. So we'll talk about the program also a little later on. Let's start karte hain. First I want to know about your journey. Yeah. How was IIM Calcutta after those 2 years of life?
See, life was very different, because first of all, there was no ChatGPT, no social media. Internet was in a very nascent stage at that time. And you had to pay 150 rupees an hour to browse some of those, if you go to internet cafe and all that. So inside the campus, we had very restricted access to internet, except in the library and all that. So life was good, but very tough, because I remember the first day, the director had made one statement. He said, the only thing that you get optional in this campus is sleep,
Oh.
Sleep is the only optional thing, otherwise everything you have to do. And they were loaded with a lot of stuff, but we were very lucky because we really had some fantastic faculty members, and they used to keep us on our toes, give us assignments. And it was a very good learning journey. I came from an engineering background. So when you are an engineer, I was working in the corporate, and you are very restricted to only one zone of the business. But the moment you get into a program like this, your eyes actually open up, Yeah. The canvas becomes much larger and you can see the whole picture. So that was a big learning for me.
Our director, SPJain Bombay, said the same thing. He said, if you are sleeping more than 4.5 hours every day, we are not doing our job well. That was like day one,
yes, absolutely,
9 a.m. I was like, yaar, aise kaun welcome karta? Then he said, welcome to SPJain. I was like, okay. Great. Of course, tough times. But sir, Cal is known for its culture. What's so special about it?
Food.
Yeah?
I think recently in some world listing and all that, I think Kolkata street food came up to the top.
Yeah?
Right. So the food is awesome. And you have the Durga Puja, and that's again a fantastic period. Those 10 days of celebration, then you have a lot of other things happening there.
And how about inside the campus? It's vibe. Inside to sir, har state ke log hoge. There'll be Punjabis in the house. There'll be good Jews, Marwadi. There'll be a mix of all things. Great. You have any vivid memories of spending time at party? बहुत करते हैं sir, आप लोग मैंने सुना.
Not really. In those days, we were very restricted.
Yeah.
See, I'll tell you one difference between what I faced in engineering and management. So engineering we were still very raw. Life was more full of fun. But management was not like that because we all had our very clear goals that we want to reach here, and that's how it happened.
Right. Was it cutthroat like inside also? Like
yes,
abhi to sir
yes,
RG relative grading hai,
No, it was there at that time also.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was brought into the picture long time back. In fact, when I also joined, we had the CGPA system, relative grading. Yeah. Where you do the normal curve, and then based on the highest marks, you grade the candidates and all that.
Ahmedabad में ज़्यादा RG बोलते हैं, but Cal फिर भी people say it's like a Good school as compared to Ahmedabad?
Yeah, it was very good. In fact, I don't have any regrets. I think it was a fantastic time for me. I made some great friends, and I think the learning was very good.
Yeah. So people ask me this question like Ahmedabad versus Bangalore versus Calcutta. So मेरे को पूछो तो मैं तो ये बोलता हूँ it's a chronological order A versus B versus C. और C में इंटरव्यू देने जाओ तो पैनलिस्ट प्रोफेसर पूछते हैं कि भाई why not A, why not B? A में पूछने जाओ why not B, why not C? But what is your thought process about A? क्या
See, I'll tell you what. See, okay. I mean, let's not be biased on this, but the general feeling is in Cal, I think there was a lot more focus on the quant side. You know, the quant was very, was very evident. But as far as A is concerned, A was directly mentored by Harvard Business School. So, in fact, I'll talk about it. I also was lucky to attend a course at Harvard Business School. And it seems that every student has to go through 500 cases in those 2 years at Harvard. So, Ahmedabad model is based on the Harvard model. Yeah. So, Ahmedabad is more about case study. But Calcutta was mentored by, I think it was Kellogg School. So therefore, the teaching style is very different in these two institutes.
True.
Now, if you ask me which is my preference, okay, let me put it this way. Currently, I reside in Bangalore, right behind IIM Bangalore, okay.
Oh, Jayanagar?
No, not Jayanagar, here, Banagatta Road.
Banagatta Road, sorry.
Yeah, it's just a stone's throw from my house.
Yeah.
But my heart is in Kolkata, okay. So it was my alma mater, and I think it was a big change for my life. And whatever good has happened in my life has happened after I joined IIM Calcutta. So
that's so great.
It's going to be special. Ahmedabad, I've been to all the campuses, all the 3 campuses I've been to. Ahmedabad is beautiful. Yeah. Designed by that famous architect, I forget his name now.
LKP.
No, wait. I'm not getting the name right now. But he was brilliant, brilliant he was. Louis Kahn, yes.
Louis Kahn,
yes.
So that's called LKP, the Louis Kahn Plaza. That area is called LKP.
That exposed brick stuff and all.
The red bricks whole thing. Yeah.
But again, IIM Bangalore, this was designed by, I think it was done by B.B. Doshi, I think.
Yeah.
But IIM Calcutta was a PWD. So building-wise, probably it was not so charming.
Yeah, building-wise, it's like standard.
It's just like standard brick and mortar building and all that. Nothing special about it. But Calcutta, I think the best thing was as you enter the campus, you see that lake in front, that amoeba-shaped lake. So that was a very nice place. A lot of trees around and all.
The vibe Cal ka alag hai, sir, no doubt in that.
Yeah.
The campus-wise, I like because of the lakes, 7 lakes in the campus. So I like it more than followed by B, then followed by A. A, thoda, I think, apart from the red bricks, the new side, it's all grayed out. Red part I really like.
Yeah, the red part is beautiful. It's amazing. Beautiful. In fact, there was something, there was one pool or something, or maybe the authorities decided to demolish the red buildings and rebuild, but then the alumni, they strongly protested. They said that, this is legacy and we cannot allow you to break this.
This problem is, sir, India, when we get paise, we shut down the old things and build the new ones.
Yeah. Suddenly we do that.
I think next generation will save that up.
Probably, yeah.
And it's like, you get money, you buy a new car, and you said, ye old ko pehle becho, right? As compared to the US, and you've traveled a lot, Europe, like you go to a cafe which is like 200 years old, and the same building, and the same oven, and the same
table maybe, you don't know.
Same table. But Calcutta, you're Bengali, Calcutta, they have a culture of maintaining old houses.
Oh, definitely. See, Kolkata, there are 2 types of buildings which predominate. See, one is the British period, In fact, if you see the Calcutta Museum, the Bengal Museum, that was built in 1814. It still looks like a new building. It's so beautiful it is. And the other type you'll get is the Havelis. Because if you know the story of Birla, Birla, he first moved from Pilani to Delhi. From Delhi, he moved to Calcutta. And he set up the empire. And there is one part called Central Avenue, which is filled with these Havelis, which resemble all those buildings in Rajasthan and all that.
Oh,
so it's got a nice mix of culture. It's a melting pot of culture.
Okay. I've stayed in one of them. You can Airbnb type.
The Havelis and all that.
Yeah, even the beds are like really old.
The 4-poster bed, old Zamane ka and all that.
True. This is so.
So the old world exists there, Because the city was founded in 1690, and I think a lot of old world charm is still there.
It's still there. True.
And rich in culture. Rabindranath Tagore, Vivekananda, just name it and.
All Bengalis swear by this, right?
Satyajit Ray. They're all big names.
Ray ki photography, sir, abhi bhi dekhoge na movies right now. You can see, like, I did a little bit course on filmmaking. My goodness, what he has done.
He's the quintessential, He's the ultimate example of.
It's like, how can you keep the camera so stable? In that time, it's like a black and white movie, but so beautifully done. So we can keep talking about this, but let's come to the topic. Today here, we're going to talk about Sir ka bread and butter, mera bhi bread and butter, which is digital. Sir, I did my MBA in information management, so-called systems. हमारे time में systems था.
Systems था,
Yeah, and then they moved it to in fact, SPJain Bombay had 2 courses, systems and information management at the same time.
Yeah.
And then they ran this for 4 or 5 years and said, okay, we need to plug it out.
Club them together.
There should be one name called as information management. So I still get confused sometimes, but I am. You do a course called as e-business, right, sir? And you've been teaching past 14 years now?
Yeah, 14 years. Yeah.
14 plus years. पहले तो सर काम की बात बताइए. Now chat GPT is coming in. AI is like all over the place. I was reading some stats. So it's growing at nearly 37% CAGR. And only India is going to contribute nearly 1,000 billion by 2050.
Okay.
And by 2025, nearly $500 billion AI is going to contribute to India. ये Economic Times का सर्वे है. अभी तो मुझे तो पता भी नहीं इतना क्या रिसर्च हो रहा है और इतना क्या काम चल रहा है. 1 billion here and there is also big number, but 500 billion.
It's a huge amount, yeah.
What's your take on, sir, AI?
Okay. See, let's talk of the basics, right? See, what is AI? See, first of all, let me put it in my way, the way I like to put it. See, AI can only follow CI. That is, if you have common sense, yes. If you have common sense, only then AI will help you, right? So, it cannot be a replacement for the human mind. 100% no. Because at the end of the day, it is nothing but a programmed, something it's been trained to, so it's got the algorithms work on that. It has been fed multiple scenarios, and based on the scenarios, it's going to act, right? So 99.99% it will be right, but there is always a 0.01% chance that things can go wrong, and it has happened. Some time back, maybe a couple of years back, I was reading in the papers, one doctor in the UK was conducting a surgery, a simple surgery on a patient using robotics. So that is AI based. But the robot actually killed the patient.
Oh.
Okay, the robot actually killed the patient. If you look at driverless cars, which are again based on AI, but accidents have happened and people have died, right? So see, I don't think, we need to worry to the extent where we think that we're going to go jobless and AI will eat everything. See, every time when there has been a big disruption in technology, whenever technology has come into the business, this fear has always been there. And I'm not talking of now. Right since the 1950s, this fear has been there. But history has proved that whenever a new technology has come, it has eaten jobs, but it has also given us new opportunities. Right. So the trick and the mantra to all the students, I tell them, it is to stay relevant, Because see, our times are different, you get into a job and maybe till 40, 45, 50, you're, going pretty sailing, and then you slowly mellow down, and then at 60 you retire and just pack off.
Right.
But
and मौत का इंतजार.
But now if you look at the current world, right? So you should achieve your goals by the time you're 35. Because after 35 nobody wants you. So all adventure.
मेरा time up हो चुका है. It's an extra time going on.
So whatever you want to gain in life, all the adventure, whatever you want to do it by 30, 35, max 40. But after 40, nobody will really want you. So what you have to do is to keep on reinventing yourself, that is where many students go wrong, right? And technology is that one space. It is so dynamic, today something is a fad, maybe 5 days later something else will come up. So one has to be really, really on the toes.
Sir, क्यों डरा रहे हो? हमारा cameraman 42 हो गया है, sir. वो दूसरा भी 37 होने वाला है.
Doesn't matter. I am 50, 55 now. It's okay. Doesn't matter. Okay.
So be relevant is the.
Be relevant. Yes. On a serious note, yes. If you're not relevant, you're going to nobody will want you. As simple as that. Yeah.
Or you become Salman Khan and then you can
forever, or maybe Amitabh Bachchan, forever young types. Yeah.
No, they also kept changing.
Yeah. He's a very good example. Amitabh is an example, right? How he kept on reinventing himself and going forward in life.
नहीं उनका तो सही है सर, फिर भी वो दादाजी वाला रोल कर लेगा.
हम क्या करेंगे?
Yeah, वो दादाजी वाला रोल करेगा. तुम क्या करोगे भाई? This is really amazing. Sir, during the course, is the management education also changing? ये तो सर I represent the student community.
Okay.
It's too much of expectation out of us. आपने मुझे भी बोल दिया कि तेरा time होने वाला है. So I represent them. तो उनका time up करवा रहे. But are we also changing over period of time? आप जो 10 साल पहले पढ़ा रहे थे.
Obviously, yes.
Yeah?
See, here there's a very interesting phenomenon. Let me talk about it. See, we are from a PGDM background, which means it's an autonomous college, right? We're not affiliated to any university. So one advantage we get is we're able to upgrade a syllabus every year. Sometimes some trimesters we upgrade on the fly. We get inputs from the industry, and then through our board of studies, we say, okay, fine, this paper is no more relevant. Let's try to do something else. Okay. So every year, at least 2-3 major changes we do in the syllabus. But if you look at an MBA, which is typically a part of any university, this flexibility is not there.
Are you talking about Mumbai University, MMS?
No, I mean all of them. Okay, I mean it's not particular to Mumbai. You talk about any university. See, they have to go through a process because there'll be some, let's say, 100 colleges affiliated to them. So to bring about the change in all the colleges, by the time in technology you bring the change, it has already become obsolete.
Oh.
Right? So that is one advantage which we get. And definitely, yes, we keep on upgrading our syllabus.
Great.
Especially on the IT side, so we do it.
So do you still think in the MMS program or the other MBA programs in India, maybe through Karnataka, KCET, there's some university programs, they are still old school?
I don't want to really kind of
push them under the bus.
Don't want to be, don't want to sound derogatory, but yes, the rate of change is slower, much slower. Because it has to undergo a lot of, lot of hierarchies there. It has to go through a lot of cycles before it gets implemented.
No, I can so imagine. Sir, one paper, imagine it's a case, it has to be sent to 100 universities. And uske director ko jayenge example. And that director pass on in a meeting to that professor.
Yes.
If that professor is on chutti.
Exactly. That is exactly what I also say. That gestation period is very, very long.
True.
But here, because we are a small community in terms of being a standalone institute, we can implement. And it has helped also.
Superb, sir. Superb. Sir, coming back to AI, so you keep changing. So are there any AI cases already being built at HBS, or do you think they're moving faster? Because I personally feel, correct me if I'm wrong, sir, industry is ahead of academia.
Absolutely.
Right?
No doubt about that.
And sir, ahead matlab too much ahead, sir. Sir, मेरे को Apple का case study पढ़ाया जा रहा था Steve Jobs का, which was like I would say
10 years old, right?
Yeah, 15 years old in fact. 97 12 to 15 years old. So 1997, 1996 के case studies पढ़ाया जाता, उसके पहले भी. And Cisco case study. Cisco is a great company, of course, great. But I think now it's Zoom. So sir, I developed Cisco WebEx along with the team for GE, and I was using Cisco WebEx for a long time at GE.
It's very nice also.
It's nice. I love that. But again, वही sir, GE वाला हाल है, changes.
Very bureaucratic, yeah.
Very bureaucratic. Zoom came in, and I was
just ate up the market, yeah.
I wrote an email, bhai, ye mera developed tool hai. So whatever features we developed in Cisco WebEx Connect that time, they're still the same. And it's been 12 plus years.
Exactly.
So wo chal raha hai.
That's exactly what I wanted to say, a live example of bureaucracy. Now talking about the cases and all that, see, we use Harvard case studies in our classes and all. So Harvard is also moving at a rapid pace. And now the other interesting things about Harvard is, apart from the typical paper-based case studies, they also have video cases. So those kind of things are also there, because what we have come to realize is that the new generation, they're more on the visual side, If you give them inputs on the visual medium, they absorb that much faster than paper. And one more very interesting statistics I'll give you. In today's generation, the attention span, can you guess what is the attention span?
I was watching a reel. On that reel, somebody was making fun of it. It was 6-second reel.
Yeah.
So it was like 6 seconds end में लिखा होता, wait till the end. So 6 seconds के reel के लिए भी the joke was that people have to wait in that. I don't know, sir, what's it?
Yeah, something like that only, 6-7 seconds only. After that, people just switch off. So if it is not to their liking, if it is not something that you're able to grab at the first, if you're not able to catch the eyeballs in the first second, you're out. So then we also have to change, the mode of delivery. So we do a lot of things, we do a lot of role play. Then we get a lot of industry people to come and talk to students. We do a lot of hands-on kind of demonstrations, Then
I think now management is not about delivering in the classroom, sir. It's actually,
hands-on, more
hands-on. How you can actually sustain a student in the class. It's not about how much knowledge a professor had, right, sir? It's no longer
those days are gone now.
Yeah, those days are gone. How you can put them in the classroom, 120 people, 240 people, and then you can...
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not an easy task at all. Especially people who have been through that COVID period. For almost 2 years sitting at home and all. So it becomes a challenge,
Right. Great, sir, great. So what do you feel, sir, this AI is going to stay?
Yeah, see, AI will stay. There is no doubt about that. But again, see, let's not think about replacing a human being completely. Now, let me give an example. See, what can AI do for you? AI can do a lot of repetitive jobs for you, right? It can work out, it can do some predictive analysis and tell you this is what you can, if you do, this is what you will get.
Correct.
But somewhere, as a manager, one needs to develop that gut feeling, that gut instinct. If that gut instinct is not there, you're not complete. Because see, if everyone goes by the same data, right? So everyone is using some sort of AI, right? And ultimately all the AI may give you the same kind of output. So if you're all following the same output, where is the differentiator, right?
True.
So I'll give you an example. Okay, again, I like to talk about examples. It's not to do with AI, but just an example. So Mr. Bata, right?
Yeah.
So he was from Yugoslavia, which is no more existent now.
Yeah.
So when he wanted to branch out into Africa, his advisors told him, Mr. Bata, you're being a fool. Only 2% people wear shoes in Africa. So he could have stopped, but he said, wow, that gives me an opportunity for 98% to convert 98% people into wearing shoes.
True that.
See, that gut feeling, that is what helped him.
No.
So if you don't have that gut, that is something you need to develop.
True. Steve Jobs once said, world is made by people who are not smarter than you.
Yeah.
So I think that's a thought process. That's a gut, right? यार ये तुम गलत बोल रहे हो, मुझे लगता है ऐसा होगा type.
Yeah.
Superb, sir.
So you cannot always rely on what all these tools give you. Maybe tools they'll help you to understand things better. They'll give you a much clearer perspective. But unless you develop that gut feeling now, you cannot make a good manager.
Super. Sir, what's your advice to these 21, 22-year-olds? Some of them are going to go to IIM Ahmedabad. कुछ कैलकाटा जाएंगे आपके alma mater. कुछ मेरे alma mater आएंगे SPJain Bombay. कुछ यहाँ पढ़ रहे होंगे सर आपके अंडर वेलिंकर बिजनेस स्कूल में. सर क्या एडवाइस है with this cute short span boys and girls?
See, again, please understand, getting into a B school is not the end of a journey, okay? The journey actually starts from there. Now, many people, they come with this wrong notion. When they come to the class for the first day orientation, so they'll start with the first question. What salary can I expect? This is like putting the cart before the horse, right? See, your whatever placement, whatever salary comes, it is a function of what you have done in these 2 years, right? Now, don't think that, as soon as I join a B school, my naukri and chokri are fixed. Okay? It doesn't work like that, okay? You need to really put in effort because see, every B school has placement. There's no doubt about that. Now, it is true that, B schools tend to tell you what is the highest package. If some B school says my highest package is 40 lakhs, it doesn't mean that everybody has got 40 lakhs, okay? There could be hardly 1 or 2 students. So the battle here is that you need to be the one who gets to that 40 lakhs.
True.
So how do you get that? See, a lot of self-motivation is required,
True.
You cannot be a raw kind of, just fooling around. See, life is for fun. I don't deny that, You need to have fun. But at the same time, you should remember what is your goal, right?
True.
If you want to get a really high-paying job, because see, why will a company, give you 40 lakhs? Because they see potential in you so that you can maybe double, triple that amount of money for them, right?
True.
So you need to, again, stay relevant. You need to be very, very aware of what is happening in the world around you. You need to attend classes.
True.
And you need to do a lot of reflection also, self-reflection and study. See, in a B school typically, although we call ourselves professors and all, but we are actually facilitators. See, we cannot teach you like what we did do in schools, I'll come and write something on the board, definition of business. See, those things are rotated, they're gone, they don't happen now, right? All I can do in fact, I'm sure you would have heard of the term flipped classes,
Yeah.
Where we tell you in advance, this is what I'm going to discuss tomorrow, come prepared, right? So I'll give you, let's say, a 5-page handout. So you should ensure that you've read that and then you come to the class so that we don't waste time reading the whole thing all over again. You've read it, I have read it, and then we can have a very, kind of interactive, very critical discussion on what has happened in the case.
That's
right?
Harvard Insert is talking.
No, I mean, that is flipped classroom,
That's
right?
flipped classroom, yeah.
So when these kind of things are done, people should take it very seriously. But that seriousness is lacking. I mean, I'm being honest, because I've seen now students I've been in this profession for almost 20 years now, 22 years now. So if I compare my students of 2001 and 2023, I see there is a huge change,
Yeah, I think that's it.
No, anyway, change is bound to happen. I mean, I'm not against change and all, but it is also a fact that companies have also become very tight now in terms of recruitments.
I don't like this, sir. Sir ने मुझे भी डरा दिया.
नहीं.
Cameraman डरा दिए, बच्चे भी डरा दिए आज. Sir.
नहीं, see, there was a time, I'm telling you, when companies would recruit people and train them up. But now they expect plug and play, You're ready. Like the day you join, you become productive. I don't have time to train you, give you 6 months training and all. Those things are gone now.
True that.
So one has to be really focused. If you lose the focus, you're gone. That's all.
Sir, on a serious note, I'm getting this from many of the B school directors and professors and my corporate guys as well, who are like my all SPJain family guys are like all of the big guys, directors, CXOs, बन चुके हैं अभी. So they said this one thing कि बच्चा के placement मांग रहा है, उसको पूछो जाके अपनी खुद की शक्ल देखो. What are you? What's your contribution? And gone are the days when a student can come and say I'm entitled to get a 20 lakh package and a 15 lakh package. Nobody's
entitled.
Yeah, and this word is coming out right now like a big way. Like there was a recent news, IIM Lucknow mein 72 people are unplaced right now. So nobody's saying this loud. B schools cannot because they are in the student's favor. But trust me, the real, not just giving an example of Lucknow, a real feedback is, what about this? Were they placeable before? Were they college can do a certain to you.
That's
right?
what.
And
Let's talk in terms of IT, right? In IT, we have three things: input, processing, output. Raw material, you polish it, it becomes a finished product. And now you have to sell the finished product in the market. Now, if you, during the processing stage, if you're not serious, right, and if you just play the fool and you are living in a fool's world thinking that without doing anything I'll get something, that is just not going to happen. You have to deserve it, okay? You have to earn it.
Superb.
Right? I mean, that is the way that's what I keep telling my students as well. Right from day one, I put this into this head. You must not give up reading, because reading adds to knowledge, and I believe that knowledge is always power, okay?
True.
Okay, knowledge is power. You don't know what little thing which you would have read at some point in your life, at what point it can help you out, you never know, right?
Keep reading for sure.
Keep reading, keep reading.
All right, from this library, keep reading, boys and girls. Signing off from Welingkar Business School. सबको डरा दिया हमने, और इस डर के आगे जीत है, और इस डर को अपना पॉजिटिविटी में लेके जाइए और पढ़ाई करिए. और मेरी बात नहीं सुनते हैं तो IIM Cal के alumni की बात सुन लीजिए. Sir, thank you so much. Really,
Thank you,
humbled to have
thank
you
you so
involved.
much, yeah.
Boys and girls, drop in the comment section. How do you guys like the podcast? और हमने इसके अंदर AI भी टच किया और काफी सारी बातें की है. हमने स्टार्ट किया IIM लखनऊ के अंदर, और स्ट्रीम को लाइक पक्का करेगा. What do you guys think about my ideas and Sir's idea? Is it making any sense? Are B schools only the placement agencies anymore, or AI is going to take your jobs away? Comment kariye. I'll see you in the comment section. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.